Well, good Tuesday, everybody. It's our regular Tuesday tidbit slot, and we're coming with it's so hard, Matt, when we've done this for whatever, 7, 8 years now,
Yeah.
to think of new topics.
Yeah.
And we got a great one that we think, a little series we're starting called Testimonial Tuesdays. And we're just going to look back at some testimonials. We're so grateful for these testimonials that we get from our clients. We're going to just go down memory lane. We're going to look at a couple of these, and we're going to kind of talk about what went into those deals and why we think our clients were kind enough to give us some good reviews.
5 stars.
So our first one this is actually not a double ender, but this is a house that we sold as buyer's agents and then a few years later sold as the seller's agents. It's from David and Allie in Southwest Bend, and we're super bummed because they actually did sell and they moved across the country. But same house, little differences. Obviously the price was different at the two different times. Matt, tell them about it.
Yeah, I think today this is probably the nicest residential home that I've been a part of selling. It's an absolute stunner on the water over in Southwest Bend. The price point was incredibly high. When we represented them as buyers, it's public record, so I'll share this, it was around $2.1 million. And as sellers, about 3.2 just a couple years later. So over $1 million in profits. But, well, actually it was 3.1, I think, so just under $1 million. But anyway, turned out great for them. But it was, anytime you get into the higher price points, the clientele becomes more sophisticated. The issues tend to be, not exaggerated, but just, they can be larger, more complicated.
Everything's higher dollar figure.
Yeah, and this was a completely custom home, top of the line, everything, no expense spared. But both times that we represented our clients, there were a few issues, but the biggest being in the back deck. That was all this huge paver deck. I don't even want to call it a patio. And there was ventilation issues that caused some mold to grow underneath. It wasn't inside the home, but both times required basically a complete rebuild of the deck, which was substantial and expensive. And but with these, when they were leaving town, it was an extensive job and it was going to take some time. So we ended up thankfully being able to kind of negotiate where we did partial work, where we remediated the mold, and then the buyers kind of assumed the rebuild, and we negotiated a credit. So it worked out. It got a little complicated, but in the end, it kind of worked out for everybody.
And I will say, right. I mean, on both of those transactions, I'm going to give Matt a shout out here because I remember on both, and not that you don't do this all the time because you do, but you put in some serious work and hours specifically at that property. Yeah. And I think it was needed because it kept both those deals together, got it done for our clients, and because of that, we got a 5-star review with a great testimonial.
That's right. All right. Well, I think this might be a 3, 4, maybe 5-part series.
I think that we're going to have a Nick Willett.
Yeah, we need a Nick Willett appearance. He has some great testimonials. So we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed that little Testimonial Tuesday.
See ya.
Hey, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Our handles are shown here on the screen, and you can always find our contact information or more about us on www.buysellbend.com. Thanks.